close to entry. If you don't want to do it at entry, I would at least just have a tighter stop, maybe 8-point stop loss. No reason. This candle shouldn't turn green in the pre-market if it's going to continue selling. I'm just saying. You don't really see price action like that in the pre-market that much. So look where the markets, look where it went today in the pre-market. It did the same thing it did yesterday, guys. It's come up into my order block. It's rejecting my order block and starting to sell through yet again. Okay. So it's doing the same thing it did yesterday. So we could very well see similar price action yesterday. Just something to be keeping in mind. All right. So the reason I have my breakout level for calls so high up at 823 and at 624 is because on my 4-hour chart, 25,811 is a 4-hour level. So this 814 range, this is where we rejected. And now I'm telling myself, hey, I'm not going to try to go long unless we can get back above that level. I'm going against that particular morning session's trend, right? The morning session is telling me it wants to start selling. I am aware of the long bias on the long-term time frame, on a higher time frame, which is why I have a long play, a plan of action ready to go, just in case the market gives that to us. But at the same time, I need my breakout for calls, my move to be a little bit more on the safe side. I need that to be pretty far above the 4-hour level, because just in case we come up to that 4-hour level and start to reject, that's why I said, okay, if we start to reject 811, we can't hold 788, this little pre-market range it formed here, that 767 would be a good confirmation for your short entry. And as you can see, if this was market open, it just would have sold off a lot more aggressively, honestly, but just like yesterday. But as you can see, still clean, nice move, right? That's 40 points right there in the pre-market, 42 points probably. Yeah. So all I'm going to do at the market open is just wherever we're at, I'm going to look for the closest 4-hour level. I'm going to look for the closest plan of action and then just decide to execute off of that. All right. But it's selling pretty hard here. It's selling pretty hard. I would not be surprised if it reached 700 down here. I wouldn't be surprised if it reached that, as I'm saying it. All right. For those of you in this is where I would take that second trim. I would take your second trim right here. All right, I'm going to watch to see for some weakness here. I might be entering into puts off the open. What I'm mainly concerned about is this order block. If we slip that order block, I'm going to be getting into shorts on QQQ and Q. QQQ puts, guys. NQ shorts, QQQ puts. I got the 619 puts already trimming here. Take a trim now. This is 20 points profit, 30% profit, right? This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. What a flush. What a flush. Okay. Fill on my contracts. The 619 puts was $1.44 a contract. It immediately shot to $1.70 a contract. That's the basis for this entry as well. Remember, is the failure, what I just mentioned on QQQ and Q, the failure of that order block. That's why we're in this trade. We're looking to see a continuation sell-off here at the open. Taking a second trim now, $1.88 a contract. I got a bad fill, but $1.82 a contract on that fill, $1.82. I've scaled out of the majority of my position. I'm out of the majority. We're at a 4-hour bounce level. We are at a 4-hour bounce level. Keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind right here. You guys see this? Pay attention. Don't get greedy here. Do not get greedy. If you're in the pre-market, you're over 100 points in profit. We had a 15-point stop at the entry. I couldn't even say it fast enough. If you want your stop at entry, feel free. I'll leave that up to you guys. Pre-market folks, definitely should have your stop at entry by now in the pre-market. Pre-market, you should be over 100 points profit here. Yeah, 100 points profit for the pre-market, guys. Just letting this rock and roll here. If you got into those Tesla shorts I was mentioning right before the market opened, that 435.20 break, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. Beautiful trade for you guys. I would, it's close to 430. I would scale out of the majority now on Tesla. I would scale out of the majority now. Let me draw it out for you on Tesla as well. Tesla, if you're going to keep a stop loss, it needs to stay below 435.80, okay? But I would be majority out of that trade. If we keep rocking, it's going to go 55 points. Those contracts paid very well, though, on QQQ, guys. They paid extremely well. We've gone from, oh my gosh, these contracts are moving really good. They're moving aggressively, but they're moving good. Hey, by the way, what's that? 2 minutes in a market open, another winning trade, right? You guys happy with that? Did you guys were able to get into that or what? I didn't see any emojis, so I didn't know. Good, 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 good. Here, give me some more. I want to record it. I keep forgetting to do this all week. All right. If you got the winning trade off the open or the pre-market trade based on the watch list this morning or Tesla, let's show some love. There we go. Basically 1 minute in a market open. If you think it's gambling, it's not. This was completely part of our game plan. Went over it in the watch list, the whole nine. Beautiful way to trade. Okay. Obviously, we might see an aggressive bounce here. If we see an aggressive bounce and we get stopped out at entry, it's okay, guys. It's okay. Because remember, we're concerned right now about this 4-hour level. That's what we're concerned about. So my thesis right now, if we can stay below this 4-hour level, if we can get a 5-minute candle close below the level, we're going to be solid for a continuation. If not, we're more than likely going to experience a bounce and being stopped at entry. Okay. That is also why we've already sold the majority of this position. So keep an eye on your contracts. Keep an eye on where you filled on NQ. Make sure all your orders are good. You know, like if you bought 5 market of NQ or MNQ and you've sold 4 of them and you have 1 left, your stop loss shouldn't say sell 5 because that's going to fill you for 4 contracts going the complete opposite way. Your stop loss should be equivalent to whatever your position size is left when it pertains to futures, okay? Got a lot of selling pressure here. Can you imagine how much of a mega trade this would have been if we were able to, if my actual trading plan happened at the market open? Man, that's a banger trade for you pre-market guys. 117 points in the pre-market trade. Good for y'all. Good for y'all. I'm looking to see if we can close below the 4-hour level. See, that's not great. That's not great. I don't want to see that. I hate this close above the level. This needs to flush immediately. Otherwise, we're going to bounce this, guys. It needs to, if it doesn't flush now, we're going to see a bounce and we're going to get stopped out at entry. Yep, stopping us out at entry. See? I knew it. I knew it. If we didn't close below that level, it was done for. All right, it might just be retesting the zone here. That's what it's showing right now. Yeah, a lot of sellers coming in here. There's a lot of sellers coming in here. Let's see. Point of control just shifted to right where we're at. If you want to take this for a re-entry, I'll leave that up to you. If you want to use it for a re-entry, I'll leave it up to you. I would just have stops above 714. There you go. It needs to slip this 4-hour level very aggressively. It has to blow right through it. This 4-hour level is going to be enemy number 1 right now. Look, it's right back to the entry, basically. Too strong here. Look at meta. I'm too late to meta. I'm too late to this. I can't take meta. It's too late. All right, let's see how this starts to play out here. NVIDIA is bouncing my 184 level. It's holding well on Tesla, guys. The contracts are holding well on Tesla, and Tesla is holding well. Your fill on Tesla would have been around $1.50 a contract. It pulled back here to $1.85, but this is still moving beautifully. And obviously that was over 100% profit there at the bottom. All right, right now, what I'm watching for is 740 here. Seeing if we're going to hold this for shorts or bust through for calls. If you want to go long, this is the spot. 740. There it goes. I'll draw it out for you. I would be trimming here. This is where I would be trimming on this trade, guys. It's about 25 points profit right here. 25 points. I would put your stop. If you're not going to have it at entry, 10 points max. 10 points max. It's more than likely just going to go straight through this, though. You should be able to see 47 points out of this long. There we go. This is where I take that second trim. I would take that second trim here. You want to be majority out by this order block on QQQ. You guys see that? See that order block? Basically 4-hour level. This is how important levels are. I cannot stress it enough. This is exactly how important levels are, you guys. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. 4-hour levels for the win. Luckily, you don't need a big stop loss for this trade to be valid, though. If you're liking this bounce setup that it's forming off of that 4-hour level off of 670, this is your trade. I would trim before the 4-hour level. I would trim now. I would trim now on this trade immediately. I would sell the majority now on this trade. I would sell the majority right here. If it's going to reject and come back to the entry, it's going to happen at this 4-hour level. This is where it's going to happen. All right. I would have your stop loss at entry now. Point of control is formed right there. That's not good. It's more than likely going to dump with that. Seller stepping in here. I'm talking through what I'm seeing. So if you're in the trade, you can be seeing what I'm seeing basically. Boom. That would have stopped you at entry. You see what I was saying though? How taking that majority exit at that 4-hour level. Do you guys see what I was just talking about? That's a quick trade. That's a quick trade, but still that's a good trade, right? There's nothing wrong with that trade whatsoever. You waited for confirmation. You saw a bounce of a 4-hour key level based on extreme selling pressure that came down. You see a 5-minute candle close above your 25,700 level with confirmation bounce of a 4-hour level with strong volume. You decide to take the entry. Super risky. Not going to lie. That would have been really risky, obviously, but still, hey, why would it have been worth the risk? If you were wanting to take the trade, let's say you were cash on the day. You hadn't taken a single trade yet. What was the reasoning for that? Well, look, you would have had an 11-point stop loss. So an 11-point stop loss with a 31-point majority and or full exit trade, that's putting you at roughly a 2 to a 3R trade, right? That's what that's putting you at, 2 to a 3R trade. I would take that every single time if you liked the setup. The key word is if you liked the setup, okay? With how the market is now, trying to go for longs to the upside, we can see based on the hold of this 4-hour key level right here, okay? So that's what I'm basing this off of. Tesla still looks super strong. I have stops at entry at this point and just see if this thing can actually get us out of the range, because this could be the nice big trade for the day. Same thing with Tesla here. Want to see if this can come all the way up to 442.28. Monitor, and then you can have volume footprint for QQQ on the other monitor. That's like your best setup. And monitors are cheap on Amazon if you're wondering. You can get, well, cheap compared to everything else, but you can get one for, there it goes. Look at that. Nice move. So these contracts gained a lot of value here. You could trim here on QQQ. NQ, I know you might be waiting for 100. You might not want to trim, but QQQ, I would be trimming. Those contracts gained a lot of value on that push, guys. They gained quite a bit of value. It's 100% profit on QQQ right there. All right. All right, everybody. We'll go ahead and call it there, all right? I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll see you guys Monday. I'll upload this as well to YouTube later today. So if you want to review the price action, everything, Tesla, trim here on Tesla as well. Tesla's now hit its trim, $390 a contract. $390 a contract. Really solid trade here on Tesla. Cool. All right, everybody. Peace out. You guys have a good one. 1% better every single day, right? I would keep shooting on Tesla, let this thing roll. Remember, oh, sorry. Remember 445. That was my full PT. Okay. That's what I want to see for the full amount. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one.